Hi everyone. Today we got to the 100 video to this channel. So to celebrate that, we're gonna discuss about some breakthrough news that we got, which are two. One that we got finally the ChatGPT 4.1, which is a lightweight model of OpenAI, and that it outperformed basically the O3 mini high, the O3 mini high model. And the second is that we will show you an alternative, of course, which is totally free and is built by Binance, and show you how this model works. First of all, probably let's give you some very brief information about ChatGPT 4.1. As I said, this model has been released at the moment only through API. So if you go to ChatGPT, you will not find at the moment this model. But the thing that you should see is that it is outperforming ChatGPT 4.0, which was the updated version, and is much lightweight. And at the same time, it finally got to 1 million context length token, which really get closer to the rival Google Gemini 2.5 Pro, even though that one is at 2 million. But this is the highest has ever gotten for the OpenAI model. You can see that the model 4.1 outperformed the 4.0 and all the O3 mini versions. It is much faster, and here you can see some graphs showing exactly the performance of the 4.0, the 4.1. The 4.5 model that you might have seen in ChatGPT instead will be totally removed from ChatGPT because it consumes a lot of energy, it is heavy model, and it will be basically substituted by the 4.1 a certain point. And also, you should know that ChatGPT 5 is going to be released in June. So soon we're going to get huge news in that perspective. So see here some more graph in terms of evaluations, which we're not going to go through it. Just know that is the best model out there, but very fast and also with a higher context length token and very good for agentic purposes. And why I'm showing trial also in perspective of this. One, because it's a free alternative to Cursor. For free, I don't mean only that you don't pay for it, you can use it, but that it uses the same model of Cursor, that it has the same capacity, and performance of Cursor, but totally for free. There is no even pricing at the moment shown in the website. Try has been built by Binance. Binance is Beijing company, very famous because they also own TikTok, CapCut, the Pico. So basically, it's a big multinational, and which means that this is a very robust solution. And we have the now available the ChatGPT 4.1 version inside it. So to download it, you just click here and install it. And once you install it, that is the interface that you should see. As you can see, it looks quite similar to Cursor, Visual Studio Code, and somehow also Replit, which I've shown you in some videos. By the way, if you didn't see Replit, it's another very good solution that you should see. And I made two videos about it. And you can basically deploy application automatically, not storing your PC. It's a really great solution. But Trae has better models. And yeah, let's show you a case in which we're gonna build today a clone of Microsoft Word, which I built also in Replit. And we're gonna see confront if we can get to this up to speed faster than Replit, considering that in Replit the limitation that I didn't like a lot is that you use Claude 3.5 model. This is what I built. There are some errors. I mean, I'm satisfied somehow of what it built and the Word solution it built, which is a European version of Microsoft Word, with the exception that even though I asked multiple times to insert this text at the top of the first page, it didn't do yet. Even though I applied last modification, hopefully this will solve the problem. And we will build the same from scratch with Try. So to do that, let's just go to File, Open Folder, and let's go to our PC. Let's create a new project called Try Euro Word. Try Word. Let's open it, trust it. And here we go. Okay, it opened a new page, a new try for that. As you can see, we can select here the 4.1 model, totally for free. So let's see how far we can go. I used try a few weeks ago. It's actually quite new, this alternative of cursor. But the only limitation I gotten is that after I used it for 2 hours, let's say in a row, I got out of the limitation of calls I could give to the paid models. But this is something you can refresh the day after. It's actually a very good amount of calls that you can get for free. So let's use the build for that, and let's write a very simple prompt. Build Word European alternative, totally for free, and with possibility to export to a doc Word format. It should be possible to format the text and layout with best standards and great user experience. And let's see what it builds. In the meantime, we will have a look to the Replit. We can see that you can use the agent assistant, you can use the progress, the web view to view the result. You can click to view the application built in a new page. And we see that the error is persisting. So Replit, even though it's a great solution, it doesn't have the best model to be used. I'm even using the pro version, which I'm paying the first month $10. Otherwise, you would pay 20. I think nearly 20. I'm not sure how much. By the way, let's see if we can get somewhere close to it in shorter amount of time. So let's run every command it advice. Consider that the Replit alternative that you saw, I built it in 1 hour and a half. I'm actually wishing that I will be able to build this in 10 minutes with a better model. By the way, my goal is to show also this alternative of cursor. Basically, you can see that it's formatted similar to cursor. There is the agent chat, the chat and the builder, which is basically the agent that you find in cursor. Other views that you might notice is the source control, the web view, which is similar to what you find in Replit, the debugs part, which actually in cursor, I think you need to pay for higher, I think for the pro version, I'm not sure to use it. And extension store. I installed the MCP Ultimate extension to have access to the MCP, which I didn't try yet. I'm not sure how it works, but apparently you can use it. Probably it asks here to restart to update, something I will do once it does the job that I asked for. Hey guys, I continued running the application. I switched from 4.1 to the 4.0 to the 4.0 because the 4.1 is experiencing basically a lot of usage. So I switched. As you can see, I also use images. You can use images to ask questions, and it's building the application. Every now and then I'm pressing to accept. The 4.0 anyway is a valid model. Soon we'll use again the 4.1, especially for some errors like this one. Let's see if 4.0 itself can fix it. But you can notice another thing that is very interesting, that you can look at the preview of the page, which is something, is a feature that is, the web view is something that we have also in Replit. Also, we have the remote explorer. We have the debugging. Well, in the preview, you can look how it is basically going in the development, even though it seems like just a very basic application. And it's basically not a word. Let's actually use the 4.1 and let's ask the app look and feel like Microsoft Word, and the formatting layout functionalities. Please add all required that look best and has best user experience. But this is not now something that it's not best prompt, but let's see how it responds, how it figures out. You can see that it's responding quite fast and thinking, and is working. Let's see what it will come out with. It automatically understands where to look at and what to change. Okay, accepted. And let's click to preview and let's see what the result of this prompt was. I see totally an empty page for some reason, but I see a lot of problems. So I went to problems, copy, and paste the problems here. So hopefully GPT 4.1 will fix it for me. It's quite fast actually responding, I see. The API costs actually very little, $2 per million token in input, and I think 6 or 8 for output, or more million token. Let's view. Okay, interesting. This is the view of the application so far. Seems we got an interesting improvement. The text starts at the beginning. It is not aligned. Okay, but we didn't set this functionality. The text should start aligned on the left, and please add other functionality such as the alignment, the possibility to add layer for the text for best user experience chapters, and the possibility to draw with the pad, with the tablet pad. Okay, let's see what comes with this. So far, already is better than Replit because one, the text starts from the top of the page. Instead of Replit, it took 1 hour and a half, and it was still writing the text at the bottom of the page. Also, let's write a text. Let's make it bold, and it works. This was not working in Replit. So Replit is a very good solution, but a lot of improvements, I believe, still need to be added into that. They're two different solutions, but this is, I really feel, is a very good alternative to Cursor, and it's totally free. And it also has GPT 4.1. Okay, solution have been provided. Let's probably click to preview. Okay, we can draw with the pad. Yes, we can align the text probably with the left. Okay, the text by default is aligned on the left, correct. The page, let's see what is this function. Opening browser, interesting. Look at this. This looks nice to me. The only thing is it works best side here for some reason. When I open into the browser, okay, the text is white into the browser. Okay, let's actually ask to fix this. The text by default should be black. The font by default should be Arial with the possibility to add other fonts. The icons for the alignment should be the appropriate one, and the page and fill should be improved. Other info features and template user might want from free solution with the possibility to donate money to keep alive this software for people, and the formatting added should be able to be exported correctly with the same format to Microsoft Word, and should be possible to links, images, and that's it, I think. Okay, so far it is moving great. Already is better than Replit, the solution. I believe because of the models that it is using, which are much better. GPT 4.1 against the Sonnet 3.5 is definitely a big change in that sense. Also, you can see that it's efficiently checking and fixing the code, the correct part of the code. So well done, Biden's. Very good solution. And it has already fixed it, apparently. The icon are, even though, let's see, interesting that it added the flags, but they work. It all works. I can draw. Great. I can donate, but the page is empty. Interesting. Buy me coffee. I can add section. I can add a chapter. Okay, let's do this. Let's add the pagination. add pagination, better possibility with creative templating to create text in the Word file, Notion style, Notion and Obsidian style. Take the best from both. The is not needed LDB because user data can be saved to their PC. I'm thinking the solution not doesn't need a DB. Improve this solution to package it to a sellable product potentially, but keep it for free for now. Okay, no much sense in the prompt, but I think it makes sense. It might be make enough sense to the prompt to give me the correct result. Let's see. I don't even know what they mean about an Obsidian, but considering I know both applications, I'm curious to see what come up with, and I believe this will be it. Probably I will create a GitHub repository for this file and maybe date this solution in the future. Definitely it would be good to have a Word alternative for free to use. And I would be curious to check, export the solution and see if the same things, the same format is remains to Word if I open as a Google Doc, basically, the file. Okay, let's see the result. Interesting. Load from PC, open in browser. Let's see here what we created. We have the pagination. Seems something wrong is happening with the text when seems is writing instead of writing from left to right, it's doing the opposite. In fact, the text is writing. Okay, let's fix this. The text digital is writing from not correctly from left to right, but the opposite. By the way, you can see that it's very fast GPT 4.1 to use, and that the software is almost perfect. Few errors, but is able to always to fix it. Let's see if now it fixed it. Text. No, it didn't. Let's upload an image. Getting the same error. I wrote text and got text et. Accept preview. See text. Okay, it fixed it. Done. This is a working file. Text is bold. Let's add a new chapter. Let's add this as a heading, new section. Let's export the docs and let's open in Google Docs. And yes, I did that. I imported and it imported exactly as it was. It is not complex text, but it works seamlessly. What do you think? I'm really satisfied about this, my version of Microsoft Word, free Microsoft Word. That's it. See you the next video. Let me know if you like this video. If you did, consider to subscribe to see more content like this and other alternatives of cursor. And see you in the next.